Hello there, lads and lassies. Welcome to Scottish Geeks. My name is Derek, and today we're going to be talking about the pyramid at the end of the world. Yes, that Doctor Who episode, the pyramid at the end of the world. Be careful of spoilers and, of course, random mistakes I will probably make, having only watched the episode once, to give you an honest review, rather than watching it a few times and going, do you know what, I actually did get that part, but, you know, that's just the way things go with me. Anyway, so we begin the episode with Bill reminiscing about things that happened in the previous episode, telling her, well, they won't, they girlfriend, Ross and Rachel, etc., blah, 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 whatever, about everything, and she's all, I'm so skeptical, but I think it's rather cute and endearing that you're talking about these things I have absolutely no idea whether you're telling the truth about or not. Oh, look, there's the army. Seriously, there is the army. So generic army guys come and tell Bill that there's some high upper guy from wherever. Anyway, so Bill then finds out to her absolute whateverness that the Doctor's actually president of the Earth in times of great need. And at the moment, Earth is in great need because, wouldn't you know it, a pyramid has just appeared slap bang in the middle of a demilitarized zone. I can't even say that word there. Where three of the world's finest and greatest armies are just sort of converging in that area, trying to figure out who's going to get the strategic importance, etc. So nobody's fighting because everyone's got more powerful weapons and fantastic armies, and yay, isn't this fun? So basically the pyramid has been there for like a day, and somehow they already know it's about 5,000 years old. Or 50,000 years old, or 500,000 years old. I had a 5 in it. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 5. You know, without carbon dating it or anything. So yeah, there's this really ancient pyramid somehow that's just pop, appeared. So of course they call in the Doctor, and then the Doctor heads over and has a look at the pyramid, and he says, "Do you know what this says?" And they're like, "No, we don't. Apart from it being a pyramid, you dick." No, this is bring it. That's what they're saying is bring it. I never actually thought of a pyramid as saying bring it, but that's what they're saying it was. So the pyramid says bring it, so the Doctor brings it. The monk comes out and says that, they're not actually there to hurt you. They are there to help, and only when people ask for it. So, of course, the Doctor then goes and rounds up the three top military strategists, a Russian, an American, and from the Chinese government as well. And they get together in the TARDIS and discuss, how World War III is a bad thing, but perhaps they should pull together and show a sign of force and try and destroy the pyramid. This is very un-Doctor-like, but hey, that's just the way it goes. I mean, even Nardole mentioned it, force is not always the answer, isn't that right, Doctor? No, force, seriously, blow it up. So they combine their efforts, and of course, the monks are ready for them, teleport them back out of their respective crafts and into the desert in front of the pyramid, and invite everyone in for a nice natter about how the end of the world is coming, and they start off a doomsday clock. For those of you who don't know what a doomsday clock is, basically the doomsday clock was invented by some scientists years and years and years ago, where it's a clock basically that goes towards midnight. Midnight is doomsday, so instead of being like 10 to midnight, which is generally what people say it's at the moment, it was 3 minutes to midnight and continually ticking up towards midnight. But the monks, of course, they had nothing to do with this. No, you're supposed to believe that the monks have absolutely nothing to do with this. So we switch over to a science lab where we will have two scientists, which we will call Numpty number 1 and Numpty number 2. They have names, I don't care. They are both numpties, okay? One of them was very, very drunk the night before and cannot for the life of him get his act together. He should not have been working that day. He should not have been running a scientific experiment, especially a precise scientific experiment involving chemicals that could, bring about the end of the world. But no, of course we leave him in charge. So he misses a decimal point and creates a bacteria that could eat everything. It eats all living matter. It turns it into mush. And that happened, okay? So you think that would be the end of that? They create this bacteria, and you think the monks are going to let it out, but no. Numpty panics, takes off his helmet, and runs out and leaves the airlock doors open, allowing the bacteria to escape into the atmosphere of the lab, but not into the atmosphere of the world just yet, because no, the Doctor has to go and save the day, of course. So the Doctor then goes and he does what the Doctor does. He saves the day. Basically, this guy just like, you know, the guy's mushed now. And numpty number 2, scientist number 2, is it Erica? I think it was Erica. Anyway, she assists the Doctor in creating a bomb which will destroy the bacteria in the lab. Somehow, you know, sterilising the lab, basically. And because otherwise the lab vents in like a certain amount of time. You know, we got a time limit for a explosive, cataclysmic, bacterial outbreak on the face of the planet Earth, which could kill all life. And of course, you know, Nardole gets it and all that. But, you know, he's got human lungs. But anyway, he's fine, I think. Next episode, I'm pretty sure he's going to be fine. So, of course, the Doctor gets locked in with the bacteria. The Doctor, of course, immune to the bacteria because he's, well, alien, and for some reason, it's never explained, the bacteria doesn't affect him. So, of course, numpty number 2 at this point says to the Doctor, can you come out? You know, we've got this code, you know, and the Doctor, of course, can't see, and the sonic screwdriver can read the code, but they can't input it. All of a sudden, the sonic screwdriver can't unlock a lock. You know, it's not dead-bolted, it's just a lock. So, Deus Ex Machina. But going back to the 3 numpties, everyone's a numpty, by the way. The 3 army guys, or, well, 2 army guys and a girl, they decide to surrender, of course, to the monks, giving them complete control over planet Earth in order to save them from this cataclysm that's happening. But apparently they can't do it unless they love the monks. Keep that in mind, what I just say, they love the monks. Okay? So they try, and their idea for surrendering is tactical. So they get burned into dust, and of course Bill is now the only one left, and Bill wants the Doctor to be able to see to get out. So, bearing in mind what I just said, they have to love the monks. The monks then say, okay, well, do you surrender? Do you give us your planet unconditionally, through love and stuff? Puts his hand on her chest and goes, you do this through love. Yeah, love for the Doctor, not for the monks. I mean, seriously, there was nothing to do with love for the monks. But yeah, so the Doctor gets his sight back all of a sudden. A day is saved, but oh no, the monks have now got complete control of the planet, even though they were losing. And Bill was another numpty number 572 of this entire series of Doctor Who so far. And then, of course, it ends with nothing, you know, until the end of the credits, where we get the scene of the next one, where the monks have always been there. Apparently they've been there from the beginning of time, and there's some sort of weird religion about the monks. And yeah, we still don't know who the monks are. I still think there's something to do with the Siberia or something like that, but you know. But all in all, I actually really liked this episode. It was like a return to traditional Doctor Who. There was like a threat, there was some danger, there was actually something happening, there was a chance of the Doctor dying, you know, there was a chance that the world could end, and there was an enemy, an seemingly unstoppable enemy and all that, and it just worked. It worked for me, so a welcome return. I still didn't like the previous episode, but put these 2 episodes together and in one go, I would say it worked a lot better. So I'm actually looking forward to the conclusion of this 3-parter to see just how they're going to get out of it, because the Doctor's going to be regenerating soon. But they never said he was going to be regenerating at Christmas. Just everyone thinks that. But anyway, guys, let me know what you thought of the episode. Do you think it was any better? Do you think it was any worse? Do you have your opinion on anything that happened in it? Let me know. And I'll catch you guys next time. So please don't forget to subscribe, share this video with your friends, etc. But until then, bye-bye.